We can all agree that we absolutely love US30 because of the volatility that it brings. But how can we avoid those fake out manipulation setups that get us all prepared to take price in one direction and then it goes in the complete opposite direction? 9:30 a.m. today, from London session, price started to accumulate, creating a supply right here. Right before 9:30, we got a breaker structure and a retest very perfectly at 9:20. Price then started to push down. And this could be really scary if this was going to be your 9:30 trade and you were possibly afraid that price was gonna, do something crazy, like manipulate you if you were to get in before 9:30 a.m. Price simply comes down and then it shoots up. So this obviously was the manipulation, and this was the fake out, what people call a fake out. And let's go through it, starting from that monthly. I have my analysis drawn out here. And what I realized is that I wanted to see price go higher. This means that I am looking for high probable buy setups. Can I take sell setups? I absolutely can take some sells, but I understand that they're retracements, they're manipulation trades, they're trades that take you back down into discount. And then I got to my weekly time frame and I say, you know what? We can target the previous week's high, right? As you can see, it's not far, it's right over here. We have some highs, some equal highs there where that previous week's high is. And so, it looked like a great place to target. So then, guys, I seen that price had created a swing high. And what I wanted to do on this daily time frame was measure my swing high and my swing low. And this is how I came up with my premium and discount for that particular time frame. So I'm just showing you guys the steps that I'm taking on the smaller time frame, just so that I understand exactly what price wants to do and which direction it wants to go in. And so by the time we got down to this 1 hour time frame, before price opened today, we were probably right here. I did not trade Monday because it was a holiday, and so I'm not interested in trading holidays. Even though price was moving just a little bit, it just wasn't enough for me to want to get in. I don't think I even watched it. Before we came into Tuesday, I seen that people were buying from this particular area. Now, if we pull back in the charts a little bit, and I'll go ahead and take this off. If we pull back in the charts a little bit, this is a prime area to target. So if I wanted to see some traders, be swept for liquidity, unfortunately, before I got into a buy, targeting the previous week's high as stated, because that has been established, I would want to see these Monday buyers be stopped out of the market before I place a buy. So guys, how could we get down to those Monday buyers and take them out? This is where we go do our homework on the 5-minute time frame. And these are where these manipulation fake out trades start to form. And you just got to be on top of it. The higher time frame, as much as you guys like to get on the small time frame and use strategies and make trading easier for yourself, you're actually making it harder. You want to do your top-down analysis and be completely sure on the direction. Not only the direction, but you want to have a clear target in mind, such as the previous month's high, or the previous week's high, or the previous week's low, or the previous day's low. You have to have a clear target and objective in mind. And so here's that London session. Price started to accumulate and also create supply within this area. And so what makes this trade really risky, and when I say risky, I mean this is a trade that you don't want to hold for long. This is a trade that you have to be afraid of being stopped out of. Why? Because this accumulation supply zone is forming right beneath imbalance, right beneath an area of interest. And we'll get into that a little bit later, right? So for now, check out those Monday buyers right over here to the left. Here they are. So these are all the people who bought on Monday. Now, if you understood where price was climbing up to, if you had a clear target in mind, such as one that I mentioned, and you were already up 275 points, you'd probably feel as though you need to hold on to this position. And as price is breaking structure to the upside, you'd probably have your stop loss moved up, right? Or if you just felt totally comfortable with this position or where you entered, then you probably have your stop loss down here. Now, the issue with this particular entry is that there's imbalance beneath it. These two areas are internal areas, and these areas are going to be up for grabs. Guys, London session starts here, and then price comes back again to this area. The highs are getting lower. This is an indication that price wants to go lower. But we don't want to do anything unless there's a break of structure. We finally break structure here. This low is broken. And then, right before 9:30, this is 9 o'clock. Price is just retesting, but it's also moving sideways. So if you were waiting for that 9:30 candle to actually execute a trade, you don't necessarily have to do that. When price comes to a particular area of interest, you can take it ahead of 9:30, but I know that most people are super afraid of the volatility that 9:30 brings, and you're probably afraid that even if you enter this area, price is gonna come spike up above you and then do something. So guys, if you would have gotten into a sell from this area, you should only have been targeting those Monday buyers. As you can see, if you had your stop losses right here, you were stopped out of this trade for sure. No doubt about it. And what happens next is the real move, guys. Check this out. Price then comes up, and not only does it target those who entered at that 9:30, it targets London session sellers as well. And then it goes up to fill in all of the imbalance. And this brings us to an area of interest that I have been waiting for that we still have not reached as of yet. So it's really interesting how the objective plays a major role in price action now. I wanted my signals team to get into this trade, but we did not properly get a break of structure and a retest. And there was no area that I felt comfortable, giving out a signal today. By the way, you guys can access my signals application in the description. And I also have a free US30 training is also in the description. So back to this, I did not see like a clear break of structure retest area for, my signals people to buy. However, I do have my eyes on the sell opportunity here. There is a 15-minute supply zone. And after sweeping all of this buy side liquidity, I'm interested to see if price is going to use this area to now target the buyers from today, possibly filling in this imbalance that we have beneath here, tapping into this area. That is what I want to see happen. Of course, I want to go higher, and my objective is the previous week's high, which is right here. But I want to see if price is going to retest here or a little bit lower to grab some liquidity. And the best way to, stay out of harm's way when it comes to trading is to just be patient and to watch what price wants to do before reacting. So guys, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you up later in the week to see how this actually played out. We have some higher time frame areas of interest, so I'm really, really interested to see what happens here.